We ready?
You're live. All right.
I'd like to call the special meeting of the Roseville Airport Commerce Park Commission to order. The first item on the agenda is I'm going to skip the pledge since we're not meeting in person and move on to item number 2, which is roll call. Mr. Moran is here. Mr. Rathel?
Here.
Mr. Van Oz?
Here.
Mr. Knove is excused. Mr. Mann?
Here.
Mr. Hornby is excused, and Mr. Filarski.
Here.
Item number 3 is additions and deletions to the agenda, and I'd like to recommend that we remove items 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we would have an item 4, which would be approval of the minutes of the special meeting. Item number 5 would be action items, and item number 6 would be adjourn the regular session. With those changes, I'd like to entertain a motion.
Support. So moved.
Got a motion by Mr. Van Oz, supported by Mr. Mann. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 is the approval of the minutes of the special meeting, September 8th, 2020.
Move to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Van Oz,
Support.
is that Daryl?
John.
Support.
Okay, motion by Mr. Van Oz, supported by Mr. Rathel to approve the special meeting of September 3rd, 2020. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item number 5 is action items, and that's action item A, which is the building 39. And Mike, is it 39 or 43?
It's 39. Yep. I was going to note that on the public agenda, I accidentally put 43. The proper building number is 39.
Okay. Building 39, lease approval for Island Athletics. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
I'm sorry, I got to read the resolution. The resolution reads, based upon the recommendation from the Roseville Commerce Park Manager, the Roseville Airport Commerce Park Commission hereby approves a new lease with Island Athletics LLC in the Roseville Airport brokerage agreement with Friedman Real Estate. Formal lease and the brokerage agreement are attached. Terms of the proposed lease agreement listed in the history purpose application section of the resolution. And basically, it's a 3-year with after 20 months, the tenant can opt out. Annual rent will be $50,000 for the first year, $60,000 for the second, and $70,000 for the third year. The tenant will be responsible for repairs up to $5,000. The airport contributes up to $20,000 for materials to upgrade the lobby, foyer, locker rooms, and smaller fitness. There is a COVID deferment clause, and there are 4 initial months free for time to upgrade the facility in exchange for the tenant paying for labor. The brokerage agreement with Friedman Real Estate Services is for 3% of the aggregate gross rent payable during the initial term. And Mike, can you tell us what that amount is?
Sure, Mr. Chair. Breaking down by the years, the first year at $50,000 would be $1,500. The second year, $1,800, and the third year would be $2,100. So for the first 2 years of the lease that are guaranteed, it's $3,300. And if the total lease goes forward, it's $5,400 at 3%.
Okay, thank you. So with that information, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Van Oz,
Support.
support by Mr.
Support.
Mann. Under discussion, anybody have any comments or questions?
Mr. Chair, I can provide just a few updates if you'd like on
Sure.
progress in the building. The insurance work has been signed off on, so at this point we're waiting for the contractors to go to work. The roofer is really the one that's backed up, which really isn't going to affect this operation. The damages to the roof have been temporarily repaired and they'll hold up. They're expecting obviously to replace the entire upper roof and the damaged areas of the lower roof before winter. So I expect that kind of like before a November 15th timeframe. I also signed a work agreement with a contractor to repair the damaged joists that are in the lobby area and one in the main court. So we're hoping that that will take place definitely by November 1st, because we definitely have had some response from the public and the tenant as well to get this building moving and open for some winter activities for the residents. So we're pushing the contractors to get that work done as soon as we can. And then obviously the tenant will start lining up the rest of the lobby work and other upgrades to the facility as we get the ball rolling here.
So Mike, if we approve this today, when do you expect day one to start in their 4-month rent-free time period?
I'm really hoping November 1st. Again, the roof, the really only thing that's going to keep them from operating the building is going to be those minor structural repairs in the joists. So as long as that contractor stays on track, I'm hoping that we'll start that November 1st. And that also kind of gets access to, I believe, the public into the building to use for tennis center and stuff, because that's really the one major thing that's holding up progress or any access to the building.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Mike? Any comments? Okay, hearing none. Motion by Mr. Van Oss, supported by Mr. Mans, to approve the building lease for Island Athletics. And as I read in the resolution, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Mike, any other business?
I guess I can give a brief update while we're here. I might as well on the asbestos removal going on in the Commerce Park. Some of you guys may have had a chance to drive by. Obviously, the work has started there. They are moving along. There have not been any issues so far. We have the licensed abatement contractor removing any asbestos materials that are in those old steam tunnels. And then we also have the third party on site monitoring, taking air monitoring samples, soil monitoring samples, and making sure that the licensed contractor is doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. So things are progressing pretty well over there. We're definitely going to have that project done before winter and be able to deliver what I'll call our blank slate land lease to the new tenant at what was Island Stowaway, now Pirates Cove. So again, no surprises yet. Everything's tracking along pretty well, and the steam tunnel we're again full removal, so we're taking all the proper documentation as we go and kind of photographing and videoing everything too for historical purposes. So if you haven't yet, definitely stop by and you can kind of see the development as it goes.
Okay, thanks, Mike. And just for everyone's information, Mike and I had a discussion earlier this morning that our plan right now is that we will have our regularly scheduled monthly meeting next Monday, and it will be an in-person meeting. Mike is working on the agenda for that, and so plan on meeting in person at Township Hall next Monday evening. If there's nothing else, I'll motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Van Oss, supported by Mr. Mans. All those in favor say aye.
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 And all opposed say no. Motion carries. Okay, thanks
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
Thank you guys for the
Everybody.
time. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.